What's up? What's up? What's up? Here we got the new SC mystery car. Time to get the door hinge replaced and get this buttoned up. So we got some parts the other day. It's time to get these installed. I'm sick of it. I'm done with it. Need to get that sewed up too. Here's some of the parts. We are gonna put this into the car too. I don't know if that's gonna happen today, but that is to replace that damage right there. Cuties.
Hi.
And of course our hinge we're gonna replace. Here's the parts I pulled from the junkyard. Got all tagged, labeled. They are all listed as well. And I always gotta put them away. What they sell, I'm gonna go pull it and ship it out. So boom, let's put this on there. First thing I have to do is get this harness out of the door because the hinge goes through, the harness goes through the hinge. So we're gonna have to get rid of this harness. I'm not sure if I'm gonna pull it from inside the car or pull this off. All right, boys, we popped the trunk, popped the negative off the battery terminal. Coming over here, we just pull up very, very, very carefully, pull this trim up. It's really connected to the weather stripping, this connection right here, same with the carpet. And then there's two clips on the carpet that correspond right here on the car. Let's pop those out. And then the wiring harness is 1, 2, 3. Once you peel this out of the way, you can really get to it, no problem. We also did have to remove this relay just to be able to get to the release on this harness because it's pretty tight in there. So we should be able to feed this wiring harness out, and then we can get the door removed. All right, boom. We got our wiring harness out of the way. I'm going to disconnect this from the car, starting with these bolts. That's how I did it when I removed the other ones, so it seemed to work pretty well that way. We'll remove this from the car, get the door off, I'll then take it off the door and replace it. All right, we got that wore out hinge off of here. It's wore out, it's separating. Would be interested to see if we could pop this apart. And I know they're just pins in there. I've repaired door hinges before, and I think I've seen some pictures of somebody taking one of these apart. So it would be worth it to try and check that out since they're so expensive. And of course, you know, they don't make them anymore. We're gonna go ahead and clean this area up. Unfortunately, this is ripped, but shocker. I mean, we've got a lot of miles on this car. Obviously, care could have been a little bit better, but whatever. I don't even know if it's worth it to try and tape that up or not, or if it's just gonna come undone. Clean this area up, and we'll clean this area up. That way, just keep everything nice. And we'll throw the other hinge on, and this is what happens. That sags and then it just tears up on your fender right here. So we'll need to take care of this, stop any rust, get this repainted. But as you can see from the damage right here, this whole panel needs repainted anyways. We'll try and fix this damage right here, and then we'll get this thing painted. But let's do our hinge replacement first, get this thing cleaned up. Just gonna use some degreaser and towel, just some soap and water and a towel. Nothing special degreaser. Literally, what I use to like clean parts, clean stuff like this is just like dish soap and water in a spray bottle. Hit it and then wipe it down and it's good to go. Oh, you hear that? That's the sound of success, boys. All right, so we got to put back together. Too easy, just the same way it came apart, goes back together. I did have Rochelle come and help me support the weight on this while we bolted it to the car, but it wasn't that bad. Slip the harness back in. Click, clack, click. Don't forget to put this back correctly because I don't even know. It is a little tricky. Make sure I got it put back correctly. All right, put it all back together. This is so f***ing dirty. Nasty, dude. This thing needs a bath with a capital B, dude. I guess we can hook the battery up, make sure everything still works on our door panel. That brings us to the door panel. We need to put it back together. Hi, Chloe. Yeah. So the driver's side door has like all the problems that SC chassis had the bad hinge, had the bad window regulator. I mean, and even this is cracked. Unfortunately, these always crack. And it's got a bad door panel. So, I mean, boom, 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 strike, strike, strike. That's what I get for buying a cheap SC chassis car. I don't know, should I say it's SC or should I bleep that out? All right, door check, good. It's getting better, but it's got a long ways to go, boys and girls. Look at that. I think we'll be able to pull this out. I think so. I think we'll be able to make that happen. One of these fell into the 240 and we were able to fix that a while ago. That was a long while ago, but I think we'll be able to fix that. This is more what I'm worried about fixing this. As you can see, Lexus just us all onto this design. They said, you car, we'll make an engine that'll last forever, but your door panels will not. So this has already been, I think I'm gonna use this again. They put a little L bracket in there. As you can see, this one's totally broken off. Hopefully you can see. I'm gonna get an L bracket put in there, bolt the L bracket up to this guy, and then bolt it into the door. And that's literally what you use to open and close the door. Terrible design, no bracing, just plastic that's gonna wear out. And boys that don't know how to take off door panels break all their shit on the way out. So thanks for that. Nice. This thing needs cleaned up, but we need to get this in so it doesn't look like such a shit box. This needs a little dent right here too. This one sucks because it's right on this body line, so that's gonna be tricky. Crack the paint. You guys want to see a garage painted SC? Subscribe to this channel. Oh, here's this. Here is this. Need to clean her up. She dirty, dude. She's dirty. Gotta go run and get parts to try and do this to fix this. I think that's where we're at. And I don't know, clean up all the other parts that I have. Pulled, we've got another door hinge for the passenger side. Got passenger side window regulator. Driver's side control panel. Hazard switch. Seat memory position switch, just in case, you know, your shit goes off. Passenger window switches, we have 2 of those. They like came with the car. Some hinge bolts, some more random stuff. This is going in the car. I think I said that already. I've got a handful of armrests. We'll find the best combination to put back in the car. And then the next thing, I think before we switch this trim piece back here, I think we need to get these windows tinted, because I only got a 2-car garage and we got 3 cars. So somebody's gonna have to sit outside, and we need to stop the bleeding from this Florida sun destroying this interior. I will say it's holding up, but it ain't gonna hold up for very much longer. It's ready to tap out, so we need to go ahead and help that out. But door's good, making it a little bit more drivable, a little bit more, you know, bringing it back, restoring it a little bit more. But like I said, it's got a long way to go, but it's a project car, and that's what we buy them for, is because there's a lot of projects to do on the car. Hopefully we can all learn something off that, which I know I am, so I hope you guys are too. Yes, I'm gonna wrap it up for this video. I guess this video is mostly just a door hinge replacement. Look at that, chewed that up, man. If you see this on a SC that you're buying, just know that hinge is bad, and the driver's side hinge is expensive and tricky to track down, especially as these cars get older. Parts are running out, boys. So snatch up what you can while you can. It's a fun car. I'm really excited to do some more on it. I'm really excited to look underneath, check out the suspension. I know this thing has a bunch of suspension issues that you have to tackle. It's not as straightforward as the Z chassis, S chassis, and R chassis from Nissan. If you don't know, they all have like basically the same suspension. A ton of aftermarket support for them, and a ton of options to get your shit straightened out quickly. Both those cars totally built suspension, all the way, everything replaced on them. This one we got to do the same thing too, but looking at prices, I'm not excited about it. I'll tell you that right now. And I'm not excited about the fact that they're non-serviceable ball joints. Lexus be busting your nuts for them. So before we put anything into it, we have to make this car look respectable to drive. So let's get that. If you like this content, make sure and check out this playlist I'm going to put up right now while I clean this stuff up of more SC content. This is the SC. Comment down below if you can guess what chassis we bought yet. Not letting it out of the bag yet. Want to see some more guesses. So check out where we build this car some more from the time we got it to now, and then check out us shopping on Marketplace for an SC chassis and see what we can find for deals. Get this place cleaned up. I'll see you guys over there. Peace.